want to bring in Virginia Congressman Ben Cline now to continue that conversation. Congressman Cline, great to be with you this morning. The question, I guess, is an obvious one. Where is Congress going to go from here? Do we see a vote today similar to the vote we saw 48 hours ago to move this process forward?
Well, we are going to have discussions today about how to move forward quickly to get a speaker in office as soon as possible, but not just any speaker. We want a conservative speaker. I've been a supporter of Jim Jordan for many years, and I supported him this time. He's a very humble man. He supported Steve Scalise when he lost the vote earlier this week by only 10 votes. So if 6 votes had flipped, he would have been the nominee. There's that opportunity for him to step up and be the nominee. Hopefully there won't be a lot of pettiness and vindictiveness on the part of my colleagues who just say no just because Steve Scalise did not get the votes. We're optimistic that Jordan can be that uniter and bring the country together.
I think what's particularly frustrating about this is this sort of like political games, right? It's not so, you don't expect for things to happen like a war in Israel, right? But when you're playing political games here in America where a small number of the Republicans want to oust their speaker, you don't know what's going to happen. None of us could have foreseen what would happen in Israel, but this position now takes on a whole other realm of importance. I mean, what would Patrick McHenry do as speaker, and is there any way for the temporary speaker to stay in power more permanently because of what's happening on a larger worldwide scale?
Well, Patrick McHenry from North Carolina is doing a great job being that steady hand as Speaker pro tempore, or temporary speaker. And his sole job under the legislation that was passed following 9/11 to create the position really just empowers him to do the things necessary to elect a new speaker. So there's talk of him giving him more powers, but there are a lot of people who don't think that that's the road to go down. We can elect a new speaker quickly, and hopefully that will be Jim Jordan.
Okay, so maybe a vote today, at least with Republicans, to get Jordan through that threshold, and then a House floor vote where you would incorporate Democrats.
Well, most of us want to stay here as long as possible to get that speaker elected. We're willing to stay nights, weekends, whatever it takes to get our new speaker elected and continue that conservative legislative agenda that we've been pushing this year.
Got it. But just to drill down, when do you expect that to happen? Because here we are, it's day 10. I think Christina made a great point. Nobody saw Kevin McCarthy getting ousted. 8 people did it with 202 Democrats, which is important to note, by the way. That's how democracy works, whether you like it or not. We want to know when we're going to have a Speaker of the House that's there on a permanent basis. When do we get that vote?
Because of the conference rules, I would think it would be a day or two before the conference would vote because, again, you're opening it up to anybody in the Republican conference, and then you have the floor vote. So I would say early next week.
Okay. Thank you very much, Congressman. Great having you back on.